Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Hello friends, welcome to the channel DevDB QA. In today's video we will see Maven terminologies, in which we will cover the main terminologies that are used in the Maven. So if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe and press the bell icon to get regular updates. On this channel you can get videos related to automation testing, manual testing and programming languages as well. So let's start with our today's video. In the previous video we have seen the introduction to Maven and how to configure Maven on our system. So if you have not seen the previous video, I will give the link of the video in the description and you can go and watch that video. So Maven terminologies. So there are two main terms that are used in Maven. One is the group ID and the other one is artifact ID. So group ID is the ID which will identify the project, or we can say a dependency, uniquely across all the projects that are present in the Maven repository. So group ID is a unique ID, we can say, which is given to the dependency or the jar files that are present in the Maven repository. And the artifact ID is the subset of group ID. Let us go to Maven repository. I will show you. So this is the website Maven repository. So here we can see different jar files or the dependencies that are present. So let us search for Selenium. So here you can see there are different types of Selenium dependencies: Selenium Java, Selenium API, Selenium Server, Selenium Support, Firefox Driver and many others. So let us click on Selenium Java. And when you click on this Selenium Java, we can find various versions that are mentioned over here. So the latest one is the 4.0.x. So let us click on this 3.141.59. So this is the page of Selenium Java dependency version 3.141.59, right? So when we scroll down, so this is the 4-5 lines of code that we have to write in our Maven project to identify the dependency, right? So here we can see one is the group ID that is written, and the other one is the artifact ID, and at last it is written version, right? So the group ID, as I said, is the unique ID which is used to identify the dependency uniquely across the Maven repository. So the group ID that is written is org.seleniumhq.selenium, right? So this is the group ID which is present for this Selenium. And when we move to the artifact ID is Selenium Java. So as you all know that Selenium is available in different languages such as Ruby, Python, C, Hash, etc. Java as well. So this artifact ID will identify that which type of Selenium dependency is this one. So this is the Selenium Java dependency. That's why the artifact ID is Selenium Java. And at last the version is 3.141.59. This represents the version of the dependency. So when we write these 4 lines of code in our Maven project, so the Maven will first of all come to this group ID. So it will identify that the dependency is of Selenium, and after this group ID it will then go to the artifact ID and check that which type of Selenium is used. So here Selenium Java is used, and after that it will move to this version and it will check that what is the version ID of the dependency. So using these 4 lines of code we can include the dependency in our Maven project, right? So on the high level, group ID is a ID which is used to uniquely identify the dependency, and artifact ID is the subset of group ID, and version is the version of the dependency that is being used. So these are the three terms that are used in Maven. So now let us configure this Maven in our Eclipse. So let us create a project, Maven project in our Eclipse. So first of all, we will open our Eclipse. So in the Eclipse, we have to right click here, new. So earlier we used to select Java project, but now we will click on this project, and here you can see different folders. So we have to click on Maven, and we will expand this folder, and then we will select Maven project. Click on this Maven project, next, again next. So here we can see different types of templates that are used. So in the previous video I have told you that Maven provides some default templates for our projects. So we can select from these templates. As you can see, there are different templates that are present, such as this one, web app, site simple, site, quick start, profiles, portlet, plugin site. So these are the different templates that are provided by Maven. So we can select this one, Maven Archetype Quick Start, for our testing related project. So this is the sufficient type of template we can use in our Maven project, which is used for testing, automation testing, right? So now we can click on next, and here we have to give this group ID, artifact ID, and the package name. So let us give the group ID as Maven group. It is already provided, and let us provide this artifact ID as Maven artifact, and let us provide this package as Maven package. Then we have to click on finish. So it will create the Maven project. So as you can see, the Maven project is created. So the name of the Maven project that is displayed over here is the name of the artifact that we have provided. So the artifact ID will be displayed over here, and when we open the project, we can see different folders that are created automatically. So so first of all is the source main Java. When we open it, the Maven package is present and a dummy Java file is present. And in the source test Java, there is Maven package, and a app test.java file is created automatically. And the dependencies are present over here. Source, main, test are there, target, etc. These folders are present. And this pom.xml file is the heart of this Maven project. So in this pom.xml file, we have to provide our dependencies that we want to import from the Maven repository. Right, in this pom.xml file, we can also see our project details, such as group ID is our Maven group, artifact ID is the Maven artifact, right, and the version is 0.0.1. So there are two folders, source main Java, and the other one is source test Java. So in the source main Java file, we can write our utilities which can be used again and again in our project, and in the source test Java folder, we can write our test cases that are used for automation. So these are the two main folders that are created by Maven, and there are some Maven dependencies. So whichever dependency we will write on our pom.xml file, that dependency will be reflected here. So as you can see in the pom.xml file, this JUnit dependency is automatically imported. So that's why this JUnit 3.8.1.jar file is displayed in this Maven dependency. Right, so this is the method by which we can create a Maven project on our Eclipse. So in the next video, we will see how we can write a simple test case using the Maven project, and we will also import the dependencies that we will require in our pom.xml file. Right, so that's all for today's video. If you like this video, then please hit the like button. Please subscribe and press the bell icon to get regular updates. And if you have any suggestions, then please comment in the comment section. Thank you.